some sort of compensation will occur. Today, as you know, while we examine the status of Holocaust reparations and continue with our search for the truth, we are faced with the challenge of...
The German companies have time and again denied any legal liability in U.S. courts, but have clearly indicated their moral responsibility for the gross abuses inflicted on millions of forced and slave laborers, again, perhaps as many as 12 million. It is now time that they make a proposal to settle the suit in a fashion consistent with their moral responsibility.
Holocaust Memorial Museum here in Washington. I just want to conclude.
By the same token, I hope that plaintiffs' attorneys are aware that the initial monetary demands that they put forward in this negotiation are not considered realistic by German industry or the German government, and make it more difficult for the German government to muster public support for helping to fund a reasonable solution. These attorneys will need to show flexibility in if these cases are to be settled within the lifetimes of the survivors they represent.
Intentions that are being employed today to, in fact, do their job.
You divide 1.7 million, which has been on the table. It's not an official offer. Divided by 2 million, 2.5 million, you figure out what it comes to. It's an insult. This is why the lawsuits are a major force in bringing this to a conclusion, and hopefully as quickly as possible. Doesn't mean anything.
Names, and if we could just correct the spelling.
These negotiations have reached a critical junction. A significant number of Holocaust survivors, as you have heard, are passing away each year, and this number only continues to increase. Our quest to do justice cannot wait years. The survivors do not have years. And we are not talking about heirs of survivors. We're not talking about that kind of compensation. A fair and just settlement has to be achieved now, before the passage of time defeats the goal of the attainment of justice.
While serving in Congress was his dedication to the